I think half the battle of your company is just reaching out to other places and being like, hey, we made this great piece of content. Will y'all link it or look at it?
Right.
Right. And so I'm assuming y'all send out tons of cold emails.
A good number, yes. I wouldn't, tons makes it sound like a spam machine, but we send a good number of emails, yeah.
So it's like, are they very personalized, or this may be some of the secret sauce?
I would be contradicting myself with this. They're very custom, tailored, personalized. So we see that someone has shared something similar to what we're pitching them. And so if we see they've shared a third-party copywriting checklist, we pitch them a copywriting checklist, or maybe it's like a copywriting template or copywriting formula download or printable or something like that. That's relevant. They shared another third-party source about copywriting. We know they have high intent to share ours. So that's not that spammy because they're open to these third-party pitches. And that's how we kind of identify and pitch people.
Oh, that's interesting that so you're targeting them like that. I've just seen so many people that just like have this giant list and they'll just send out like hundreds of emails a day. I actually had someone do that once, and like day 2, I was like, dude, you got to stop this. This is literally just spamming people.
Exactly. And I think that goes back to the brand risk point of view. Even not buying links, if we were representing a big brand and pitching 500 people a spammy email, that could eventually end up in The Verge or something. I've seen there are examples of SEOs getting outed for shitty spammy outreach all the time. More so buying links, but yeah, it's not. And in general, I want to do good marketing, and I don't want to do something that represents us or our clients poorly.
This is I don't know if you actually know this number, but what percentage of these emails that you reach out to people actually get read or opened? Do you have stats or anything?
Yeah, in terms of reply rate, a good reply rate is in the 20% range.
Replies?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So conversion rate will be 5 to 8-ish%. Good 8. We've had higher and up in the 10% range. Again, it comes down to very custom tailored emails. So I'm sure in some instances, maybe we could get more outcomes if we sent 200 more spammy emails, but there's a cost benefit equation to that.
Wow. That's amazing. Okay. So you're really doing your research on who you're sending something
Exactly.
to.
It's very tailored. We have very high intent when we're pitching them, or we don't pitch them.
So are you spending more time figuring out who to send the email to rather than just writing the email? Because the email's probably super short.
Prospecting is definitely high intensity. So we spend around 60, we scope around 16 hours to send 100-ish emails.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. So that's serious.
Yeah. And we're working off a templated email that's customized to a degree, around 20% of it, but it's high prospecting. And I've heard of some companies like us who will like silo those activities, but something about just prospecting on the fly and having the context of Neville has shared copywriting resources like this. Mm-hmm. I can understand the site and looking at it quickly. It just makes sense to us to connect those.
Wow. Now, I know we've talked about AIDA, and I've seen the emails y'all make, and they're really good and personal and sent from personal addresses and stuff like that. What kind of emails have you noticed work best? Like the short ones, the medium ones, the really long ones?
We really go short consistently. There's some tests that show longer ones work, but just for the cold pitches where we're coming at you without much previous context and you just got to grab your attention quickly, just a very quick one paragraph, link, call to action, subject line that mentions their name and then what they're going to get. That's been pretty effective for us over time. And it's hard to get statistical significance in what we do because we talked about we send around 100 emails. So it's difficult to truly A/B test that. But so in some ways we're going off instinct, but it's worked over time.
Wow. I mean, we redo so many emails for companies and get to see the results. Mm-hmm. And it's like every single time the shortest email wins.
Yeah, I'd be curious
almost
to know,
every single time.
Is there almost like is that getting more and more so the case?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay, we're talking specifically cold emails, right?
Yes.
Yeah, for specifically cold emails, the ultra short ones. And get this. I mean, I'm talking, so there's like short emails, what we were thinking about, like one paragraph of text. Then there's like the micro email where it's like 9 words or less. So I remember Eamon, And here's the thing, it's a little bit harder to do sometimes. So for you to ask for a link, I think you have to have a little, maybe about
more
a paragraph.
context.
Yeah, there has to be more context as you're talking about them. You've seen their stuff. There's more stuff to jam in there. I remember Eamon from AppSumo, he's the CEO of AppSumo. Yeah. He would send this email to, let's say, a software company that they like to promote a deal, if they want to do a deal with them. He'd reach out just with Eamon@sumo.com or something, and it would say, hey, we want to promote you to our 750,000 people. Good? Eamon. Wow. No phone number, no like Calendly link, no nothing. And of course, like they'd always respond back like, hell yeah, of course.
Well, that's the ultimate and attention right there. He grabs it immediately. And he had the credibility to pull that off.
Exactly. Like they probably already knew who
context.
AppSumo was.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot going behind the scenes. So not everyone can pull that off, but if you could do a micro email like that, I mean, sometimes that works really, really well.
Yeah, and we like where it's possible. We've done it less and less because we have existing relationships, so we don't want to be pitching cold if we don't have to. But if you're pitching from @Airbnb.com, that's kind of a similar instance where you will get better open rates from Airbnb.com than SiegeMedia.com.
I think I once got like a pitch from someone at a HubSpot or some very high ranking site, and they're like, "Want to do a collab?" ? And I was like, that's a great email because I know that it's from like a big company, and of course I want that link. So I was like, absolutely, yeah.
Just
and it totally worked.
Effort. Yeah.
I almost view some of those emails. Tell me if this is the same way you view it, as like a cold email. I'm like, okay, forget what's in it, forget the AIDA formula. I almost view it as like a tap on the shoulder to like 100 people that you're sending to. It's like, hey, are you interested? You interested? Just, hey.
Yeah.
It's not like a, hey, check this out. Give me 10 minutes of your time. Blah, blah, blah. It's a real just tap on the shoulder. Is
see if they turn around, basically.
Yeah. Because some of them will be instantly interested. Most probably won't. And some are just never going to talk to you.
And it's an important time investment equation where you don't want to be giving an essay to someone who's not going to turn around when you tap them on the shoulder.